Hey YouTube, it's me Spotty, hope you're all doing great. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys my top 5 picks for cubes you should get if you're just starting out cubing. Now quickly before we get this list started, if you don't have a speed cube, maybe you're using the Rubik's Brand or Dollar Store cube that got you started, then the first thing that I would recommend you buy is a proper 3x3 speed cube. Now it doesn't have to be the best one on the market, as almost any 3x3 speed cube released in the last year or so will be better than a Rubik's Brand. But my personal recommendation is the Chi Thunderclap V1. The cube is a very solid performer, but also is a little cheaper than some other options. I'll make sure to leave some links down in the description to where you can pick up some cubes. If you would like to see what cubes I thought were the best for 2016, then I'll also leave a card to a video where I went through the best puzzles for almost every WCA event. But with that said, let's get into our first two puzzles. So the first two cubes that I would recommend picking up are the two cubes going up and down from a 3x3, so a 2x2 and 4x4. Both are relatively easy to learn once you know how to solve a 3x3 and will help you get more into cubing if that's what you're after. As for recommendations on the puzzles themselves, there's a series of puzzles under the brand Cubing Classroom that are both very affordable and perform great. So the Cubing Classroom MF2 is the 2x2 and Cubing Classroom MF4 is the 4x4. Okay, the next two puzzles are also WCA events. If you didn't know, this basically means that if you go to a competition, then these are the events that you can compete in. So the two puzzles that I would recommend are Pyraminx and Scoob. They're both really easy events to learn and you can get pretty fast with not too much time. Right now, if you're picking either of these puzzles up, the Chi and Moyu brands are generally the way to go. So for Pyraminx, there's the Moyu and Chi magnetic Pyraminxes, and for Scoob, there's the Moyu magnetic or Chi Scoob. The final puzzle on this list is not a WCA event, so you would not be able to compete in this event if you were to go to a competition. However, it's still a really fun puzzle to solve and one that is solved exactly like a 3x3, but at the same time feels quite different than a 3x3 solve. The puzzle is a mirror blocks. This one here is the Shengshao mirror block. You might find the solve quite challenging at first, and you'll find yourself having to think slightly differently. The puzzle though is really cool. It's one of the more simple 3x3 shape mods and is a good introduction to shape-shifting puzzles. It also introduces center orientation, which is a pretty cool concept that is really easy to solve on this particular puzzle. Right now, it might look a little daunting, but if you want a really cool non-WCA puzzle, then this is the one that I would go with if I were a beginner speed cuber. Alright, let's quickly recap. If you haven't gotten yourself a proper speed cube yet, then I would recommend you see to that before further expanding your collection. But if you don't want to upgrade your 3x3 or you've already done so, then the puzzles I would go for next are the 2x2, 4x4, Pyraminx, Scoob, and mirror blocks. If you have any new cubing friends or friends that you want to get into cubing, then feel free to share this video around. It'll really help me out. But that's all I've got for you today. Thanks for watching.